So I would have to say that probably about 87% of my clients over the 33 years that I've been a personal trainer and fat loss coach have made this one protein mistake.
One of the biggest mistakes I ever made.
And it has led to them gaining weight each and every time.
Get ready to gain weight.
I am 100% sure that if you started eating more protein and you're gaining weight, that you're probably making the same protein mistake as well. When you hear the protein mistake that I'm going to share with you, you're probably going to think that it's so obvious. But my question is, if it's so obvious, why are you making it?
That's a great question.
And after you hear the number one protein mistake that you're probably making that's leading to your weight gain, you're probably going to want to click off the video, but don't.
Not today.
Watch this video all the way to the end, because not only am I going to share with you that protein mistake, but I'm also going to share with you the solution so that you can correct it and start losing weight again, and you don't want to miss it. So make sure you watch the video all the way to the end. So without making you wait any longer, the number one protein mistake that you're making that's causing you to gain weight is you're eating too much of it. See, I told you, it is stupid obvious.
So stupid.
But it's not entirely protein's fault. So chances are, if you're trying to lose weight and you heard about the weight loss benefits of protein,
What have you heard?
then you started eating more protein, which is a good thing. However, there's one thing that you didn't do in combination with eating more protein, which is actually the weight loss power of protein. And the one thing that you didn't do was you didn't decrease everything else that you're eating, which is actually what led to your weight gain, not the increase in protein. You see, you gotta remember that although protein can be great for weight loss,
It's great.
it still has calories in it. And you can overeat anything, even the good things, and still gain weight. But just remember, it's not necessarily the protein's fault that you're gaining weight, it's everything else that you're also eating that you're not compensating for. So if you started eating more protein and you notice that you're gaining weight, here's what I want you to do. So the first thing you've got to do is you got to figure out exactly how many calories you're eating, and you want to try to be as precise as possible. The one thing I tell all my clients is if you're not tracking, you're guessing, and it's very difficult for you to guess your way to success. So you want to track, you want to weigh, you want to measure, you want to be as precise as you possibly can be with everything that you're eating. Now, for the best results, I would recommend that you track your food from anywhere from 3 to 5 days. That should give you more than enough information to figure out what your average daily calorie consumption is. Now, once you figure out that number, you want to create a caloric deficit of anywhere from 250 to 500 calories per day, and you want this caloric deficit to center around carbs and fat. And the reason why I want that caloric deficit to center around carbs and fat is because these are the two main energy sources that probably led to your weight gain in the first place. So as an example, let's say that you calculate everything that you're eating and you figure out that you're eating 2,800 calories a day, and that's the number of calories that's causing you to gain weight. So here's what I would have you do. I would have you decrease your calories from carbohydrates and fat, again, not protein, but carbs and fat, by about 250 to 500 calories per day. Now what that's going to do is that's going to give you a weight loss of anywhere between a half a pound a week and a pound a week. And here's what that 250 to 500 calorie deficit per day could look like. So let's say, for example, you eat a sandwich every day for lunch. So what I would have you do is I would have you take away the bread, and that's going to take away anything that you add to the bread, any condiments like mayo or ketchup. Now I would have you take the meat in the sandwich and add that to a salad. That right there could save you 250 to 500 calories per day. Now, as another example, let's say you're a coffee drinker. So instead of adding all the crap to the coffee that you drink, all the sweeteners and all that other stuff, just drink black coffee, and that again can save you anywhere from 220 to 500 calories per day. One thing you want to remember is that a pound has 3,500 calories in it. So slowly decrease your calories from carbs and fat until you notice that you start losing weight again.